Yeah, we set up in August 2007. We actually came onto this site. We formed in June, and the reason we did it is that there's two aspects to it. One is that we thought there was a need for community composting, and we'd been approached by the council to do that. But also, there's nowhere really that people can come and work together and learn about the environment and learn about recycling at the same time. And so we looked at doing the site then.
What do you think the benefits are of the Earth Centre?
Oh dear me. Well, it's helping the environment, which I think really is essential these days. Recycling all the materials, even wood. I reuse bits of wood for what I'm doing.
It's all collected from the seed pods, and then the people will grow them, and then they'll set seed again next year. So it's all, they get the full experience of growing it from their own seed that they've collected from adult plants, and then they grow their own plants, take the crop, and then take the seeds off those plants. So they get the entire cycle. I've been here since day one.
And what do you think the benefits are of the Earth Centre then?
Oh, the benefits are to the people who come up here. I mean, we get, certainly for people suffering from stress and things like that, I mean, it gives them a very calm environment to work in.
When I came, I was very nervous and I wouldn't talk to anyone. And now I'll talk to people, I'll mix with people, I'll talk about help people. I help the people who came from Kingsmill and people like that. I'll help anyone, and I get on quite well with everyone. Sometimes I get nervous, but I'm quite alright normally, but quite fine really.
What contribution do you think that the travellers have made who have come onto the site?
Oh, fantastic. I mean, Mike's a fantastic guy. I mean, so the others, I mean, they work so hard. I mean, people have a misconception of travellers, but I mean, we found they're the most hard-working people could ever, you know, very willing, very able, always punctual, always on time.
Do you enjoy the work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a work experience, anything like that.
Work experience, yeah.
It all works.
So you're here as a volunteer?
Yeah, I'm a volunteer worker.
The role of travellers within this centre, I think, is important, because what we do here is make people aware. I mean, we were described by one member of the council who came to see us as creating tribes, and I think that's important, because tribes are groups of people that look after each other, and what we're trying to do is make people realise that whether you're got mental illness, or whether you're a traveller, or whether you're a person who's always lived their life in Bridlington, you are a member of this tribe. And we now have people working alongside people they would never have dreamt of, and we've got friendships forming that people would never have thought of having.
There's a lot of prejudice in Bridlington about travellers, and there has been some opposition against a new site in town, but working with them, like meeting up here, that's changed my view of them, because before I had quite stereotypical views because I'd never met them, but once you meet them, they're just normal people, just facing a lot of prejudice and opposition to their ways of life, and meeting them and working with them just shows that they're normal people, and it's a shame that they have to have such a hard time in life.
Why do you think there was like negative impressions of the community?
I think the attitude is that people get preconceptions. It's the old days of the old type of gypsies, that there's all as robbing them and taking and killing chickens and all that sort of thing, and it's a stigma that just is passed down. People never get to know these people, it's just passed down and passed down, and it's just negativeness. And you have to get to know, it's like anybody, you have to get to know them to know what they really like.
Well, when I was growing up, my dad used to have greyhound dogs. Used to go out catching rabbits and that, you know what I mean? Used to get rabbits and he would say to me, "Here, Benny, here's a rabbit for your tea." Them were good days then. But now, when my dad parted this world, you can't do it now, can you? Rabbits and old pheasants and one mess over. We used to have chickens, ducks. That's when I was little, and then I started to go up, and then I dropped out. My dad dropped out of them. You know what I mean?
Do you miss that way of life?
Yeah. That's the best way of life to be. I'd love to be back the life, you know, when my dad was living in horse-drawn wagons. It's a good life that way. Because you see different boundaries, different countries and everything. You'll get seeing it in this kind of country is different when they used to move up and down with horse-drawn wagons. But you'll get a trailer caravan now, you need motors to pull them, which is what you call like moving with horse-drawn wagons.
Two other strands that we're looking at for future plans are to move the composting to another site so that we can expand on the type of composting we do from green waste and wood through to food recycling, and also looking at any natural resources that are available on the site that we can tap into. This will give us more facilities to help people locally and more facilities for employment. The second strand that we're looking at is more to do with maintaining and preserving cultural traditions, and we're hoping to work with the travellers in particular on building boat tops and other forms of caravan and wagons, so that the artwork, the skills of building are maintained for future generations.
Why do people still travel, Ben? Why do they still go on the road?
Because it's their way of life, isn't it, really? It's their way of living. It's like now, yeah, if I could drive a motor, I wouldn't be on that site, I'd be up and down the road. Because it's enjoyment of life. So you go to a different country or something like that, you know what I mean? Because you get sick of seeing the same country over and over.